Alright, I'm back again with another video, my 2009 Honda Civic GX. We're going to be changing the low pressure fuel filter. So the first thing to do is to jack up the car. I have these on my Rhino ramps. And then what we're going to do is go around to the back side of the car. And you can do this without having it jacked up. Right here is the manual shutoff valve. So we're going to turn that 90 degrees to the right. Now we're going to jump in the car and run the remaining fuel out of the system. If you want a more detailed video, I have one that I did on my older 2000 natural gas Civic if you want a more in-depth video. This one just shows you just straight to the point filter change. So this should take about a minute. Should be any second now. Okay, now we'll go under the hood and loosen the fuel filter canister. Okay, so these are the tools that I'm going to use. It really just calls for like I think it's a 22, so I'm going to use an adjustable crescent wrench, vice grips. I just have these to maybe help me get the O-ring off, and these in case I need some extra leverage. I have my safety glasses and a rag to clean up any oil. This is the oil from the high pressure that I did yesterday. So let's get under there and see what we can do. Went ahead and popped the hood so I could get maybe some more light, natural light under there since I'm outside. Okay. Now what we're going to be taking off is this thing right here. Right there. So I can't hold the camera and do it at the same time. So I'm going to try to get the wrench in there and loosen it, and then I'll go ahead and go to the next part. Okay, so I finally got this done. My God, look at all that oil that was in the can. It all fell down. There's so much in there. Only 30,000 miles. Crescent wrench didn't work for me, so I borrowed from my neighbor on a socket and a ratchet. And let's see if we can go under here and see. Ow. Okay, let's see. You can see in there, that's where it came off of. I cleaned it off. That's the nipple that you put the new filter on. And let me show you. Okay. So there's still, look at all that oil, or whatever it is. That is craziness. So whoever put this on last time tightened it because it's not supposed to look like that. So I warn you, there's some things online that told me that this is what can happen. Some people have used the air impact gun to get this off. Luckily, let's see, you can kind of see there the black coating chipped off, but it looks like it didn't compromise it. Maybe I could heat it back, but I'm just gonna put it back on. If it leaks, then I'll deal with it, or I'll buy another one, but it should be fine. But I'm definitely not gonna tighten it as much as whoever did the last one. It's probably the factory, actually. That's that. So we'll pop on our new one. We'll be good to go. Okay, so my new fuel filter that I bought comes with an O-ring that I'm pretty sure is right here. There's also another seal on the outer canister. Focus. That's right here. I think I'm just going to use the original one. I really don't want to pry that off and have to deal with it. So I'm going to just keep the extra one just in case. And I'm hoping when I put this back on, there's going to be no compromise, no leak, because it looks pretty bad, but there's nothing telling me that's dripping or that it's actually broken. So as long as this seals, I'll be good. So I wanted to show you this. And try to get this in here. It's hard to film. Do it at the same time. Anyways, all right. So now that this thing is bent, it's really hard to get the ratchet up there. But because of that inner O-ring, it's harder to turn because it's a really tight seal, or it's a tighter seal to do with my hand. So all I'm doing right now is I'm trying to hand tighten it, and then I'm going to use the ratchet to tighten it up. Some issues getting this fuel filter canister on. I kept twisting it up in there, and it actually wasn't moving in because of the O-ring on the top. I'm guessing was too tight, and I couldn't get it to catch the threads. So like I read online, I am freezing this, and hopefully it'll shrink it and I can slide it on there. So I'm going to freeze it for a while. After freezing it, I got up there and very carefully took my crescent wrench this time and made sure that the thread caught, and used my hand. As you can see, I'm pretty beat up from that thing. I got scratches and cuts everywhere. I used the ratchet. Since it's bent, I had to go a little bit here and then move it and go a little bit here and then move it and go a little bit here. Finally got it tight. I did it hand tight. I don't want to go too much because I don't want to break the canister. And so we're gonna see if it leaks now. Okay, so where is it? I'm gonna repressurize this. I don't hear anything. Let's go back under there. One more time, just for fun. Oh man. I mean, doesn't smell like oil. I mean, gas. Looks good. All right, let's start it. Okay. I have oil on my pants from that spill, so now I'm gonna have to my shorts. So I can't sit in here. Oh, please work. See my fuel gauge? Okay, it's going up. I don't know if that's good or bad that it did that, but that's it. Have fun. The hardest part was untorquing it and then getting it back in. I stuck it in the freezer for about, I don't know, 40 minutes. And just be patient. It should be easier the second time. This first time, I mean, the high pressure is easy for me now. The low pressure, I don't know. You got to figure out if it's worth paying 110 bucks plus the filter at the Honda dealer. All right, like and subscribe. For this cut deserves a subscription from you. Just kidding. All right, see you soon.